Hey there, this is Rocky with another car tip video from the Proctor Dealerships. Today we're here to talk about batteries. The 12-volt battery in your car has one simple purpose. It is there to turn the starter motor to start your vehicle. Once the vehicle is started, it then runs off the alternator, which in turn charges your battery and gets it ready for its next time starting. Car batteries power all the accessories on your vehicle when it is in the on position but not running. Otherwise, the battery is simply there to work as a conductor for the alternator to run your vehicle. Battery qualities are determined based on the life expectancy of the battery. They range anywhere from 24 months all the way up to 120 months. Your typical battery for a car is going to be somewhere between 36 and 100 months. In addition to that, what you normally find with the life expectancy of the battery, if it's say a 48-month battery, the manufacturer is going to offer a warranty up to that 48 months. Typically your first portion is going to be a 100% replacement, and then it gets prorated after that. The way that you can find specific battery information is either in your owner's manual, or if you look on the battery itself, it should have the info posted right there on the top of the battery. Just be careful, because sometimes you could have a battery in your car that could have a higher cold cranking amp than what was originally specified by the manufacturer. So always best is to refer to the manufacturer, and they can let you know exactly what you're looking for in a battery. Cold cranking amps is how a battery is determined on size. They range from about 270 all the way up to 800, and it's always best just to refer to the manufacturer for what specific cold cranking amps your car is designed to use. The great thing about batteries these days is that you really don't have to service your battery. When you go in for your typical oil changes and things of that nature, the people that are working on your car should clean any corrosion that's around the battery cables and that off. It's not like you have to go back in like you did in the old days and add water to the battery or anything. They're all acid-based and are maintenance-free. When jumping your vehicle, you always want to make sure that you're putting the positive cable on first, followed by the negative cable. And then when removing the jumper cables, you want to pull the negative battery cable off first, followed by the positive battery cable. This will prevent from any sparks flying or you setting your shirt on fire. Remember, when you're dealing with positive and negative, red is always positive, black is always negative. Jumping the battery actually does not recharge your battery. That's still done by the alternator once the vehicle has been jumped off. Basically, it's the same. It's exactly what it sounds like. You're jump starting your battery. It's like putting the paddles to a heart attack patient. Jumping your battery isn't necessarily detrimental to the battery. However, it can be, because the battery does operate off of individual cells. Those cells can be damaged by having to jump it. Most of the time, though, your battery will operate normally. It'll start running off the alternator, charge right back up, get to a normal capacity, and run just like usual. Bad battery can be dangerous. It's very rare, but as you have a battery that's, say for instance, leaking acid, which is also considered a bad battery, it's corrosive to all sorts of different things, including your skin. So you got to be careful when you're handling batteries. Always try and use gloves if you have that available to you. Don't want to see anybody in here with burns on their hands after they've tried to jump their battery. If you're replacing a battery on your own at your house, or having to do it on the road while you're had to get your car jumped or whatever, it's always best to take a battery to a facility that properly disposes of batteries. It can be very damaging to the environment. Obviously, it's a corrosive material and acid, and you don't want that getting down into the ground and ending up in, of course, like drinking water or anything like that. So always take it to a facility, even if there's a small fee that they charge to dispose of the battery properly. It's very important. Quick tip, just remember that when you're, say for instance, listening to your radio and you have your car off, that is draining your battery. It is using the accessories in your car. If you're going to be sitting anywhere for any more than a few minutes, just run your vehicle. You're using very minimal gas when you're sitting at a stop, and it'll always keep you from having to potentially jump your battery off because you listen to the radio maybe a little too long. Thanks for tuning in to this installment of the car tip videos from the Proctor Dealerships. I'm Rocky, and we'll see you next time.